This is the first kitty we're going to show you today. You're looking at Kankara, who is a 9-year-old spayed female, beautiful white with calico markings on her face, which gives her a very unique and quizzical look at the world. She was adopted from the shelter in 2001, just brought back because her people were moving and chose not to take her with. She's very shy, very sweet, and has the softest fur you've ever seen. She loves to be loved. Probably better in a quiet home with no kids because she is a little shy. But when she gets to know you, she is such a dear. Kankara needs to get back out of here. It's not fair. She didn't do anything wrong. And she's back waiting for someone who will take her, commit to her, and keep her forever. This is Kankara. This is Poobah. Poobah, the grand Poobah himself, 6 years old. They have him as a medium hair. I'd say he's pretty long. He's been in the shelter for 2 years, believe it or not, brought in as a stray. And he's a real lap cat. All he wants is a warm lap, a soft voice, a loving hand, and a little bit of supplement of fiber in his diet to keep him regular. He's lovely, he's loving, he's gentle, he's kind. He likes to be held, he loves to be cuddled. And he's here waiting for someone to take him home, love him, and cuddle him for the rest of his life. This is the grand Poobah looking for a home. This is Tamario, neutered male, 1.5 old, short-haired, kind of a buff and white tabby boy. I'm told he's funny and all he wants to do is play. Happy, loving guy, was in a kill shelter, was scheduled to be put to death, and he's been brought here and given a chance. So this is a beautiful, young, happy, outgoing, friendly, playful kitty with an absolutely lovely face, saved from death. And now he needs to be saved from a life in a shelter. And the only one that can do that is the person who's watching and wants to come out and take Tamario home. You're looking at Mohawk. Neutered male, 4 years old, beautiful long hair, brown tabby with white. Again, this was another cat that was in a kill shelter and scheduled to go down. Came here instead. This is a real outgoing guy. He loves attention. He loves to be petted. He loves to be held. He loves to be loved. He will roll over and get belly rubs just like a puppy dog. He's a wonderful, wonderful fellow with a beautiful face and a beautiful disposition to match. Just looking for somebody to take him home and love him. If you do, you'll absolutely, you can't help but enjoy having this guy in your life because Mohawk is a wonderful boy looking for a forever home. This is Mackenzie. Spayed female, long-haired, dilute tortie. In other words, the tortie colors, but in gray and beige instead of orange and black. She's been here for 7 months. She's 10 months old. Nobody knows why. She's very, very sweet, but a little bit shy, which means that basically she has to get out of this place. She has to find a better place to be. Hey, sugar, come on. Let's see you on the camera. Can we turn you around? Can we turn you? There you go. Look at that just absolutely beautiful girl. I think she's checking out your toys. Mackenzie is lovely and loving and young. She needs someone who will reassure her because she's still very frightened being here in the shelter. But she's gorgeous and there's not an ounce of vice in her, and she's loving. And she's been waiting for 7 months for somebody to just come home, take her with, and love her. This is Mackenzie, and she's waiting for a forever loving home of her own. This is the last kitty we're going to show you today, and our special needs cat. His name is the Muffin Man. He is a medium length hair, 7-year-old, front declaw, beautiful, beautiful cat who was adopted from the shelter in 2004, picked up by a warden, wandering on the street, having been dumped somewhere and abandoned by his people who never came for him and obviously didn't want him anymore. The Muffin Man is diabetic, and he is going to have a special diet and most likely insulin shots to control his diabetes, which is not a horrendous expense, and very frankly, he tolerates it well and he will continue to do so, but it is an obligation and a responsibility. On the other hand, he is sweet and kind and loving and doomed to living his life in a shelter unless someone who cares enough comes and realizes that this slightly shy, slightly frightened guy needs someone to love, needs someone to love him, needs someone who will commit to taking him and keeping him and caring for him and sharing the love this cat has in his heart. He's always had a person to love him. Now he's got lots of people in the shelter who pet him, but he needs a special person to love. His name is Muffin Man. He's Frank DeClaude, and he's waiting for a home.